I'm Emily Grace. Okay, so I wrote notes down. I hope that's okay. So, the first chapter, I did chapter 1, and the first question is something ethical or not, and who should you talk to about it? You can talk to colleagues, and you can even ask yourself to think if it's ethical. The golden rule is a good place to start. So some organizations have written their own ethics codes. A lot of them I found out that are online. I didn't know that, so I read the first couple paragraphs of chapter 1. That's what I found out. Another thing I found out is you can be fired if you don't live up to the ethics codes by the organization. Some other things I learned, I'm more familiar with the Socratic and the Plato ways of looking, but the Socratic method is a technique of finding the truth. So they'll ask you a series of questions, and then it will show the reasoning and reflection about their beliefs and actions. The Plato method is taught by the virtues of moderation, courage, and wisdom, and then to create the highest virtue, which is justice. Justice is if it's the good life, it has a moral life. And then the Aristotle believed that ethical decision making is a skill and ethical behavior can be exact. So the key is no formula fits every situation. And then a couple ones that I didn't really know much about. The Kant's duty-based categorical imperative. I didn't really know much about that, but it says that to act in a way that everyone would agree with, which means free, equal society. And then, okay, I don't know if I'm going to say this correctly. Utilitarianism. I think I might have learned about this maybe in high school ethics course, but it says the best course of action is the one that creates the greatest benefit for everyone. So that one's kind of familiar. And then this one, I didn't know that it was the John Rawls method, but it's the step in the other person's shoes. I use this a lot in my day-to-day life, but I didn't know it was from John. So that says that don't think about your place in society, instead get into the original position. And then the Cecilia book, I might be saying that wrong, is the importance of justifying our actions to others. So think before and make it public. So I said before that I use the put yourself in the other person's shoes a lot in my daily life. I like to think about that because I come from a different place than a lot of other people, and we've grown up in different ways. I definitely grew up in a bubble. I do admit that. So when I don't understand someone's position or I don't agree with them, I usually try to think of why they think that way, and then I might not agree with them, but I understand where they're coming from. So I always try to think about the other person's position on the issue or whatever it may be. So